Hello. How are you all doing? Hey, Jocelyn. It's so nice to see you. I love being greeted with your unicorn. Hope the coffee is good. How are we all doing today? Did we all have a good week? I'm going to pretend that question's not ridiculous, but nonetheless. What are we all writing today? I'm hoping we all is more than just me and Jocelyn, because otherwise I'm clearly using the wrong pronoun. Never mind. I have done very little writing this week. I am struggling with things. I need to set goals and do the things and remember there are reasons and all of that stuff. And I seriously, for the love of everything, need to stop wasting my time scrolling through Facebook when I should be doing other stuff like working. And remember that all that time I take from my working, I then lose from all the other stuff that I want to do too. Yay, people! Morning, Kate. Morning, Grace. Kate is editing The Hermit today. That's awesome. When is that coming out, Grace? Kate? Sorry, wrong name. Morning, Megan. Yes, fingers crossed your internet works today. Look, I actually cross my fingers. Do other people do that, or do they just say fingers crossed and not really cross their fingers? Help me out. Hey, Z.
Hey, I think we do cross fingers one if you really want it to turn out, but if you double cross, that's not good. I don't know that they're meant.
Oh, is it not?
I think so. Double cross is not good. Double cross behind your back. I don't know. What did I walk in on? What are you talking about?
I was trying to keep my fingers crossed for Megan's internet working today.
Ah, very cool. So just cross one finger. I don't know. Am I wrong? Somebody tell me. Why do I think two?
I know if you tell a lie, but you cross your fingers behind your back, it doesn't count.
Oh,
if you're 5. I'm not sure if that's
only if you're 5.
Yeah. It's very specific to 5-year-olds. How are you? I will ask you while you're drinking and can't possibly answer. That'll make it all better.
I'm good. How are you today?
I am all of a sudden just hit with a tiredness wall.
You do seem tired, Wall.
Yeah.
Get up and jump about and get the blood flowing.
Maybe. I was literally outside like an hour ago, walking home from a friend's house.
But the weather must be good then.
Yeah, the weather was nice. It's nice and warm today. I've been sat in my friend's house. I'm not going to show. I'm wearing like a strappy top underneath this.
Mm-hmm.
And she was cooking. So her kitchen was warm, but also the sun was coming in through the window right behind me.
Yeah.
And I was so hot that I took this jumper off and was just sitting in the strappy top. And then her mother-in-law came in. She looked at me and she's like, I'm freezing. It's not that warm, Ali. And I'm like, I mean, it is if you sit this side of the table with the sun on you.
And your jumper. I love that word. Why? I don't know why Americans never took on the word jumper. That's one of those English words that I really wish we would have adopted. I don't know why.
What do you call these things then?
Sweaters, shirts, blouses.
This isn't a sweater. It's different.
It looks like a sweater, though. What kind of material is it? Wool? What is it?
It's like a woolly jumper.
Oh, well, yes.
I mean, it's a sweater. That's what it is.
It's a sweater.
No, but a sweater is... I haven't got an example.
Does it stop at your waist? Or
a sweater is like fleecy.
Yes, it's a sweater.
No, but sweaters are like fleecy,
know.
or are
In
they
America,
fleeces?
fleece is considered more of a sweatshirt. Do you have a sweatshirt?
And a sweater is different to a sweatshirt.
Yeah, a sweater is more like your woolly or a nice knitted, nice, sweatery material. But a sweatshirt is like fleece or terry cloth. Like somebody help me.
Okay. So a sweater and a sweatshirt.
Oh.
See, I'd get confused between a sweater and a sweatshirt.
But I love what you're
God.
saying, jumper. It just sounds so much neater. I see Morningstar is saying we call jumper pants. Or like when I think of jumper,
pants.
I think pants with suspenders or like, I don't know, jump or a onesie. It's like what I think a jumper is. But I like the way you use it. So much more cuter. Oh, and a sweatshirt is a hoodie. Yes, that's the latest.
Yeah.
We don't call them sweatshirts anymore. They're called hoodies. They have to be more fancy now.
And obviously we don't call them pants. We call them trousers because in
trousers.
The UK, your pants go under your trousers.
Okay.
Like they're underpants.
Trousers.
We don't call trousers pants.
See, and I think here in the US, trousers are considered more male oriented than female. Especially historically. Like if you're writing historical romance, you would definitely use the word trousers. But if you're writing contemporary modern romance, I don't recommend you use the word trousers. It's kind of interesting. The different what do they call that? What do they call that? Nuances of a word. The nuances of a word. If it makes you sweat, it can be called a sweater.
But then if like in England, if you read the word pants, you automatically assume underwear.
Yeah. And see here, pants are the full length pant, yeah. But panties are like women's underwear. And
whereas we call them knickers.
Knickers. Again, a word I would much prefer to wear knickers than panties. No, that is so funny, isn't it? Like, why? Did the founding fathers of America want us to be so different from Britain that they created these odd, heck no, we're not calling them trousers. We are calling them pants. We don't want our women wearing panties or wearing knickers. They'll wear panties. No.
But you're wearing pants. Like on the outside of your clothes, you're wearing pants. And like everyone over here is like, oh my God, we don't wear pants. Like you don't show your pants in public because pants is literally another word for knickers or underpants.
See, these are the things. Would you change them if you were specifically writing a book for the UK? But like I could see in the UK, if you're reading a book written by an American in romance or whatever genre, like, do these things bug you when you're a UK reader and you're reading an American?
I tell you what, the pants will really bug you the first time you see it because it's literally the wrong piece of clothing. And unless, like, the first time you hear it, see it, whatever, you are just going to be like, why are they going out in their pants? Like, that's weird.
She just said it was snowing outside and she put her pants on.
Like, where are her trousers? What else is she wearing? What the hell? So, like, yeah. So it's gonna be it's gonna be a bit weird, and then you'll be like, oh, they mean trousers. Okay.
Oh,
and then
I'm reading an American book. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
The telltale signs. Yeah.
That's it.
So I wonder what we would say. So how about jeans? Can I say, because I know in book 1, since I just heard the audiobook, I'm like, oh, in book 1, I have this part where I walked into the other room to put my jeans on, my denim on.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, would that make better sense?
Jeans. Yeah, just jeans.
So I think Andrea here makes a really good point. Trousers can be used. Like occasionally if somebody's wearing a man is wearing a nice suit and he pulls his trousers on, that's different from pants and different from jeans. Like, I don't know, is trousers the only word, or jeans, denim? Is there another word that could be used for the full two-legged?
No, we'd say suit trousers.
Suit trousers, okay.
That would be the differentiation. Suit trousers, smart trousers, whatever, but everything is I mean, leggings aren't trousers, they're leggings.
So leggings are a thing, though. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's universal.
So we have leggings that are different, and trousers,
do you have jeggings?
Which are generally not so tight. Yeah, we have jeggings.
Okay.
And I'm not sure we really have slacks over here. I'm not. It's hard to tell sometimes because I lose track of what's American and what's British because I'm so surrounded by American media these days. But
and all your author friends are American, so now you're really destroyed.
Yeah.
Do you ever catch yourself writing something in American now in your writing, or do
you know what? It feels really weird to write lift in my book. I'm like, they're going in the elevator. No, in the lift. I think we're in Britain.
That is hard, though. Like, I mean, if you think about, are you going? I guess that's just a thing when we're reading these days. Like, I can tell sometimes when I'm reading a British author, but I don't really think anything of it. I guess, but maybe there are those readers out there who are not, so aware of the nuances of language that, I don't know.
I think the spelling's more of an issue because I know there have been American readers who've had a strop about British spelling in their books and like reported as spelling errors when it's just British spelling. I don't think the word usage tends to come up as an issue very often because people do just work out that they're reading either an American or a British book or whatever.
Yeah. If it's not, I think if you have enough context, we could probably all get along.
Yeah, but I think in general, when you're writing for the American market, you try to use the Americanisms, and unless you're writing it set in Britain. The British writers who write their books set in Britain use the Britishisms. Because the American readers seem to really like those exotic British stories.
Yeah.
But if they're reading a story that they feel is set in America, then they want to read it all in American.
That's a really good point. I like those distinctions, between your setting. I think that's really interesting. It sounds like everyone else was having fun with our conversation. Our impromptu conversation, and I don't even know how we got started on that. Oh, because of your little jumper you're wearing. See?
Yes.
Brought it full circle.
Jumper.
There we go. And we don't even want to get into the cake pudding biscuit thing because we've already been there, done that. Go back and check one of our earlier videos about that topic. All right. So I only have another half hour. Actually,
my gosh.
I know. I have to go. It's a real work day, unfortunately. We have this big training session we're doing in 45 minutes. So you're on your own after I go. I'm really sorry, but we should launch into our first sprint so I can at least get a few words today. Okay. Let's do it, Allie. Let's do it, everyone.
Let's do it.
All righty. We will see you guys in 20.
Are you going to push the buttons or am I?
Sure. I'll push.
Okay. Oh, welcome back. How did you all get on that time? Jocelyn, I hope the honking did not put you off too much. How did you get on, Z?
Let me look at my words here. Hold on, I got to count 2 different sections. 92 in that one. And how about you? What'd you end up doing?
I got a little bit of free writing done.
Nice. That's where I'm at. I'm in kind of a vomit, toward the middle indish of a vomit draft. 242. It's about 350. It's good. Par for the course.
Yeah.
All right. How'd everyone else do? Oh, Greg Inc. is with us.
Easy Graphics came and went.
Oh, easy. I just saw him on we were on a mastermind marketing call. Trisha was there. Glenn was there. Don't know what it is, but one of my neighbors seems to have a thing for noisy type unorthodox birds. Like one time they had a rooster that was crowing at 4 p.m. And that's totally unorthodox.
Well, it's better than crowing at 4 a.m. So
true.
I'd live with that.
True.
So, in America, do you call pizza pie?
It depends on the area. Like, I think Chicago is known for calling it pie, and maybe New York City as well.
Okay. Like, because I'd be so disappointed if someone offered me pie and then gave me pizza. I'd be like, I mean, that is not the same thing.
Because
like,
there's some like Chicago and stuff does deep dish. So there's different kinds of pizza, right? There's thin crust, pan pizza, deep dish. I know, like, I'm sure somebody on here will say something, but I think that it's like a Chicago terminology. I know there's a couple places I've seen around here, and I'm in Pennsylvania, that have, pie, get your pizza pie, or whatever. New York, they want to, slice in New York. And then there's like New York, and is it New York and Boston? They do these huge pizzas, and you get a huge slice and you have to fold them to eat them. And I don't know, pizza's different everywhere. My mom and aunt talk all the time about St. Louis pizza. And there was a certain cheese, I think it's called Provel, that they use in St. Louis, and almost a cracker thin crust. It's just real different,
Yeah.
Of course, I eat all the bread, so I love a good deep dish or pan pizza. How about you, Allie? What's pizza over in the UK?
I mean, we have different kinds. Like, we have the thin crust and the deep dish or deep pan, and we have like stuffed crust. You guys have stuffed crust pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big pizza fan, so
really,
like, I'm not the best person to ask about it.
Mm-hmm.
Every now and again, I have been known to eat an entire pizza, but for the most part, it's not my favorite thing.
St. Louis style. There you go. Yeah. I think pizza is just, in general, a lot of people's favorites, because you can get it in so many different kinds, so many different ways, so many different fillings.
Yes.
But why? Were you thinking of, did somebody tell you something about pie, or you were?
No, Morningstar said about wanting pie, and it just occurred to me in all our discussions about different words for different things that I've heard the term pie used for pizza, as well as, actual real proper pie.
Yeah, Morningstar. What kind of pie were you looking for? Pudding pie, fruit pie, peach pie, blueberry pie? What's your favorite pie, Allie? When you think about pie being the traditional, like an apple pie, or like that kind of pie.
I love apple and blackcurrant, or apple and blackberry.
Oh, mixed together.
Yeah, I prefer them to just, because the tartness of the blackcurrant I find really sets off the apples nicely.
Oh. Yeah, I've never had a mixture.
Oh, really?
Mm-mm.
That's a really... Apple and blackcurrant or apple and blackberry is really common over here. for a mix.
I think this is
apple is obviously very common on its own as well, but
well, I'm probably going to be very un-American by saying this, but apple pie is not my favorite thing in the world. I know, that's so un-American. Oh my gosh, I have like work messages coming through up the yin yang, so I guess I better.
You should go
off and leave you all to talk about pie. So I apologize.
Do your real job.
I know, I don't want to go out. I want to stay in my little cocoon with you.
Well, see, just think, this time next year, you might be a full-time author, making your full-time author salary.
Or just being a full-time author no matter what it's making.
Well, that too.
If I can afford it, we'll make that happen. Anyway, hey, you all have a good writing day. This has been fun. I will be writing later. If any of you are on the groups, maybe we can do some chat check-ins if anyone else is writing. But have a good one. Enjoy your next 2 sprints. Miss y'all.
See you next week. See.
Bye. Oh, I guess I shouldn't hit in broadcast. I'll just leave.
Yeah, no, probably not.
All right. Bye, y'all. Have fun. Have fun, Allie.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hi, Anne. Thanks for joining us. Just in time to see Z before she leaves. I think in upstate New York, where my husband is from, they'll use pie, but only if it's clear they're talking about pizza, like a whole pie versus slice. Just seems such an odd thing to call it pie. Like, pie to me generally has the roof, the lid on it, like the crust on the top. And I know you get lots of pies without them, and that totally makes sense, but it just seems odd to call it pizza pie. Just one of those things. Okay, well, how did we all get on that sprint? Did we remember, other than Z did the words? How did the rest of us do? Grace still working on her newsletter. Megan line editing her book so it can be sent to the editor. That is so exciting, Megan. I am so excited by how much you're getting done this year. 1.5 chapters of line editing. Where are we? Jocelyn got some free writing done. Oops. Now I want pizza. I mean, that's literally our job. We write and we make you all hungry. That's what we do for our Saturdays. I will get up in the next sprint and turn my light on because it's obviously getting dark in here now. Deep dish Chicago. See, we have a pizza brand here that's called Chicago Town, and I get my son like little mini pizzas from them. They still don't make me think of pies. And they said, my mum used to make like cheese and onion pies, but for the most part, pie I feel like is fruit. And chicken pies, a lot of pies, savoury pies. I don't know, just not pizza pies. I know, right? She should come back. This whole having a job thing sucks. All right then. I think we should head into our second sprint before we get too involved with missing Z, and so that I can stand up and turn my light on. It has been a beautifully sunny day here. How's the weather where you all are? Are you still in the middle of winter, or are you heading into spring now? We're considering spring after our stormy week, or last week. We are thinking about spring. We've had some nice weather the last couple of days. It's been cold because that's what happens when we have nice weather here at this time of year. But you can see it's thinking about it. Okay. I'm going to start our next sprint. And you can all tell me what the weather's like and then get on with your writing, editing, and all the rest of it. Sunny but cold, chilly and grey. Hope you all have a lovely 20 minutes. Good luck. There we go. Hello, welcome back. Let's see if I can remember to click all the right buttons. Right, where were we? Hi, Glory, thanks for joining us. Morningstar has tulips. My lack of reading skills tries my husband's patience. I read by meaning, not what I write. To reread, I have to slow way down. I don't know, these impatient people. Hi, I'm by Glory. Grace just finished her newsletter. Next sprint will be actually editing. How did we all do this sprint then, apart from Grace? 242 words, Greg. Very nice. Anyone else? I accomplished turning the light on, as you can see. Did a little bit more of my free writing. Excuse me. Megan got about 2 chapters edited. Kate did 3,000 words line edits. Megan is nearly halfway through, but 2 manuscripts. You are just steaming this year, Megan. Just charging straight ahead. 226 words from where I left off, but did a quick read through of the scene and added some in there. Not sure how many there really is, though. That's fair enough. Hey, Greg Incorrects. They are doing just amazing, aren't they? Just all the stuff getting done. Being very productive today. How do you do line edits so fast, Kate? Well, I happen to know, because it was mentioned the other day, that Kate is very highly qualified in the skills of writing and editing. And that probably helps. Also, she has many books published, so practice probably helps too. Sorry, I'm apparently very tired today. Not sure how that is. I think possibly just staring at my computer screen is making me tired, because I swear when I get up and move, I'm fine. Do you folk get that? Like, is that a thing? Am I just inventing it? I have nightlight set already. Not sure there's anything else I can do. Hey, Morningstar. Kate does not know. I'm going to go with skill, talent, and practice. Ooh. Oh, I didn't take my vitamins today, actually. I have to do that. I get the name drop off if I don't take vitamins. Kate, would you like a Padawan to teach? Hi, Justin. How to switch devices? Thank you for reminding me about vitamins. I have them up here because I usually eat up here, but I didn't today. I tend to forget to take them if I haven't eaten here. Oh yeah, Megan. Has Megan been back up? Yes, she has. Okay. Is your internet connection doing okay? Oh my God! Yes, you can celebrate 13 pre-orders on your debut novel. Of course you can. That's amazing. Woo! Go Megan! I will celebrate with water. There we go. We can all celebrate. Woo! That was fantastic. Oh, that's a good celebration. Barbecue, yum. Normally my distance vision is good, but I cannot make that one out. Is that a little dude with a party hat? Oh, the clapping. See, that is... I think all pre-orders are worth celebrating. Wow. It's the 26th of February and I always forget just how quick that means the month's ending. Because, like, there should be another 5 days or so of the month and there's only 2. Which means I've really got to work on getting my badge in Duolingo. Anyone else learning languages on Duolingo? Were there ribs, Megan? The important questions. Oh, Megan. That's just awesome. I'm so excited for you. I'm aware my face does not show that right now, but I assure you that's just the exhaustion talking. Kate Ann says, look me up on FB. I really would love to learn how to get through line edits faster. Pulled pork and sausage and cornbread. Now, pulled pork is just when you have it really cooked and then you just pull it apart with forks, right? It does. It always sounds delicious, but I'm never quite sure what it is. And I have no idea what cornbread is. Like, is that bread made with corn instead of wheat? I think that's like a specialist thing over here. I don't think that's a... I don't think we really have a lot of corn over here. Right? I'm totally just celebrating everything Megan does just in case it never ever happens to me. Oh, Greg, what you said. You're probably correct, but still. Pulled pork is slow cooked pork shoulder to... Yeah. Well, that's good. That's about what I think it is now. I will, but I'm not sure how much help I'll be. I usually do several passes and then go through with pro writing aids, which, as we know, works much, much better if you have an excellent grasp of grammar already, because otherwise you can't necessarily tell where it's wrong and where it's right. And it's wrong almost as much as it's right. Okay. I mean, someday when I have the much money that will be required, I'm going to come and take a trip around America and just stop in at, like, all of you and visit you all and let you show me your bestest food in the area. And that would be just the biggest and bestest American trip ever. Yeah, see, if you have some issues with grammar, then I suspect a real life editor is going to be much better than one of the programs like ProWriting Aid or Grammarly, because they really do require you to know your grammar before you'll be able to get the best out of them, which makes no sense really for what they're marketed at. But from Virginia, and this is the closest restaurant in Michigan I found that makes Southern style barbecue salad. Would love to. Cornbread is bread made with cornmeal. Yeah, I think corn is one of those crops that is just American. We might have it here a bit now, but it's not one of our like traditional crops. So I don't think we have a lot of cornbread and things. Cornbread is awesome. Mexican cornbread is awesome too. Excellent. Vinegar barbecue. What is vinegar barbecue? What is the NC? Yes, okay. What is NC vinegar barbecue? Yes. Vinegar barbecue is the best. All the sauce is vinegar based. Oh, North Carolina, of course. Sorry. I still have no idea about the states. Even though we read through the list of them the other day when I was trying to work out what state MI was. And my husband just was like, it's Michigan. And I'm like, it could be Minnesota. You don't know. Apparently he was right. I hate when that happens. Amazon order app. Yes, you are probably correct about that. I'll have to have a look. Vinegar base versus a tomato base. Sweet vinegar, dry rub, mustard base. Interesting. I never knew there were all these different options. I just thought it was that brown stuff that came in a bottle that said barbecue sauce. If you order a box mix, get Jiffy brand. Wait, they do more than just squeezy lemons? Is that the same brand? Or was Jif the cleaner? Famous Dave's cornbread. I've got a couple of ones to look for them. Jiffy brand for cornbread, box of cornbread, Jiffy brand. Well, I'll have to have a hunt for that. All right, do we have another sprint left to go? Or have we done 3 sprints? We've done 2 sprints, right? Counties. I believe I could name 6 or 7 cities in England. Oh no, wait, some of those might be in Wales or Scotland. I'd give it a go. But yeah, our version of states are definitely counties, but they're not anywhere near the same. Right? Let's not get back into the pudding debate. Competitions out there for oh, really? Wow. Neat. Yeah, whereas your states are like, I mean, your states are probably just our countries, like England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland, and Northern Ireland are probably closer to your states than our counties are. Well, easy to be obsessed with it when you don't live here. That's what I'm sticking with. Okay, we're going to get into our third sprint, everybody. I hope you all managed to have a very productive 20 minutes. Yeah, and I'll see you in 20. See if I can press all the right buttons this time. Ticker. Video. Start video. See you in 20. Oh, welcome back, anyone still with us. We've been discussing barbecue. I'm not sure what white barbecue is. Oh, let me turn the ticker thing off. Maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure what white barbecue is. Oh my gosh. So, let me know how you got on that sprint. Any words in? Any more editing done? How did you all do? I wrote some words. That's it. That's all I did. Wrote some words. 2.5 chapters edited. Excellent, Megan. You are steaming right along. Had to look it up. White barbecue sauce is typically a mayonnaise-based sauce made tangy with the addition of vinegar, horseradish, and mustard. So you started off sounding very good for my eldest. He loves the mayonnaise. He's not very good with the spicy. 415 words this run. That's fantastic, and well done. 233 words, Greg. Well done. That's awesome. Getting all the words in today, people. It's fantastic. How are you all feeling this year so far? We're almost at the end of the second month. We're feeling like we're having a productive start to 2022. About one chapter, 3,400 words edited. Great job, Kate. I'm feeling very unproductive this year so far. Megan has been super productive this year so far. I feel like we're at opposite ends of the spectrum of productiveness. She is doing all the things. I am doing very few of the things. My free writing will most likely result in typewriters later on today. That's great, Justin. My 2022 is going very well so far. That's awesome, Megan. Oh, I do beg all of your pardons with the yawning. Really not sure what's up with my yawning today. Hopefully tomorrow my husband and I are going to be cleaning up this room or organising this room, sorting some of this room out, rearranging it a little bit and things, so that might be nice. Give me something else to do other than sitting here. Megan is also single with no children. Yes, that's true. It's going. Not sure it's going well. Already behind where I wanted to be writing-wise. I feel your pain, Anne. Sounds like nap time. The thing is, it's 6:45 in the evening. If I have a nap now, I'm just not going to get to bed or sleep. So, finished newsletter and a wee bit of editing. Well done, Grace. That's fantastic. Productivityness. Yes, sorry, kids' work and family life, and we're all treading water. That is correct. But I don't know. I feel like last year I was more doing stuff at this point. So I don't know what's going on this year. 2022 is going well so far on the writing side. Yay, Kate. I mean, I'm really looking forward to reading all your books when they get published. So that's going to be my productivity. I'll be like, I've read 3 books from Megan and 3 books from Kate. Yes, definitely. Going to bed is fine, but I can't nap at this point and then get back up and do stuff. And I probably will be going to bed about 8 p.m. if it's anything like last night. Because last night I was going to stay up and get some more work done. And then my youngest came up to bed. And a little bit after he came up, there was a sudden crash and a scream and immense crying. And so I went to check because he's already been in the wars this week. He's got bumps and bruises all over his face at the moment. And so I went to check what he'd done this time. And then he demanded that I come to bed with him. So what are you going to do at that point, hey? Snuggle the baby. That's what you're going to do. He bumped his ankle that time. So that was better than another face bump because it really starting to look like we're just beating him. Came home yesterday and he was showing me this little plastic clip. I don't know if you guys have them, but we get like big inflatable balls at the beach, rainbow ones, that are attacked on like a spring thing. And then they've got a little clip so that you can like hook it onto a belt loop or something so that you can walk along with it attached to your trousers and kick the ball around. And so the little plastic clip had broken and flicked off and just hit him in the eye. And he had this red mark and lump on his eyelid right there. So that was a fun story he told me as I walked in the door. Snuggling babies counts as productivity. Does it though? I like that. I'd like to count it as productivity. I do a lot of that. Yeah. Yeah, you can't parent how you used to. It's just not allowed anymore. Oh no. We haven't had any hospital trips. I think we've had one hospital trip for my eldest because the dentist freaked me out. Got me scared that my eldest might have sepsis once, so I sent him to hospital, but he was fine. Babies scare me. Babies used to scare me too. I'm a bit less scared now I've had two. They're a bit less breakable than I always thought they were. On mine are. I'm not sure that would be the case for anyone else's or with anyone else's. I swear, do you guys know the game where you're a little baby crawling around and the other player's the daddy and the daddy has to stop the baby killing himself, and the baby, your job as the baby in the game is to try and kill yourself? And it's so much like real life, it's not even funny. Like, I swear toddlers are just designed to try and see how often that they can kill themselves. In how many different ways. And why does everyone keep cleaning products under the sink? In easy reach of crawling toddlers? Why? That's not a smart place to keep them. Cleaning products should be up high. Yeah, that is painful. I've managed to slam my child's finger in the front door before. Thankfully, it had those little padded bits, so it didn't actually cut his finger off. But they were screaming, crying, and lying. They are scary. Yeah. I'm glad it's not just me. Now, you have scary plugs over in America, don't you? We have relatively safe plugs here. You're probably not going to be electrocuted even if you stick things in plug sockets in the UK. Depends on exactly how you do it, but it's going to take a bit more effort. I'm not surprised. Oh. Yeah, the car door slam is just painful. I had a little boy at school when I was a teacher. He used to come in on a regular basis with bumps and bruises and broken fingers strapped together, and you know, it was one of those where you just go, especially when he says that the reason he's got his fingers strapped together, miss, is because he managed to drop a brick on them And they're just, after a few of the stories and the accidents, you start to wonder a bit, you know. But his mum actually worked in the school, which in some ways makes it a little bit harder. But I did check a couple of his stories to see if she gave the same story as he did. But after I'd been his teacher for a year, you watch this child stand up from his chair at one side of the room and walk across the room, and I swear he walked into every single table on his way across the classroom. Clumsy was not the word. Lacking coordination and the visual spatial. He broke his collarbone, I think, playing in the playground, and he just very injury prone, that little one was. But very worrying as a new teacher when you've had child protection hammered into you repeatedly over your training course. Yes. Luckily, our front door has some of those. Or at least certainly makes it a lot less painful. Yes, it is. Both of those things. I'm not sure. I don't think he had balance issues particularly, but I mean, I can walk it through a doorway and hit the edge of it very often, and he was just a little bit worse than that. But he also was very he liked to be doing stuff, and when you're doing stuff, the more stuff that you do, physical stuff that you do, the more chance there is for injuries. And he was a very active physical child, so hopefully he'll learn a little bit more where he is in space as he grows up. Although I've got a friend who trained teaching at the same time as me, and she was also incredibly accident prone. She could open a cupboard and smack herself in the face with the cupboard door. And the number of times she went into school with black eyes and things, and you just know in the staff room they were all looking at her and wondering if she had a boyfriend who beat her up. And I can attest to the fact that she did not have, because we were living together at the time and I was not beating her up and no one else was beating her up. But some people just don't quite have that same sense of where they are in relation to other objects. That's sweet, Anne. It is a great feeling. The hugs are amazing. Well, everybody, we've gone for nearly 2 hours today with our 3 sprints and much talking. Much food talking, which is always very important. So, if it's 7 o'clock here for me, it must be 2 o'clock in the afternoon for all of you guys, give or take. Is it 1 o'clock for you, Kate? So I hope you guys are going to have a great rest of the day. Does anyone have anything really exciting going on the rest of the day? I'm just waiting for my youngest and my husband to get home with some dinner. Almost 1 p.m. for you just then. 2 for you, Kate. Why did I think you were at an earlier time, Kate? Are you at an earlier time part of the year? 7 for you as well, Greg. Are you in the UK, Greg? I'm sorry, I've forgotten where people are. More editing for Megan. More writing for Anne. Oh, your island group. East Coast is the latest. wonder who it was that was earlier that I'm thinking of. Editing, housework, and backstage mum tonight for a musical. Oh, that sounds awesome. What musical, Grace? Sounds like fun. Oh, I hope we all have a lovely weekend. I will see a couple of us tomorrow. Legally Blonde. I didn't know that was a musical. I'm going to try and find the energy to work out and do housework. Sounds good. I did a little bit of that earlier. Usually not much to do, so I'll write mostly. Ooh, extra writing time and musical backstageness. Sounds like a very good evening. Saw that one a few years ago. It was so cute. Yeah, I feel like it's been mentioned, but it hadn't quite occurred to me that it was musical. That's awesome. Okay. Yes, we're going to go. I hope you all have a lovely weekend. I'll be back on Tuesday, which I believe is the beginning of the month. Yeah, beginning of March. So, have a great end of the month. I will see you all Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday or Monday at some point. Bye-bye, everyone. Thanks for joining. Like, subscribe, do all the things. Yes.